How did it feel when Tommy went to jail? Because that was a pretty slam dunk moment, really.
Well, terrible. The reason that this happened is because he was on steroids. I didn't know that he was on steroids. He was trying to get bigger for me. He's always really skinny, and he's like, it just changed. I didn't know what happened. I thought, is he doing drugs? Is he doing something? Like, what's going on? And he just he would come after me with these black eyes. I didn't know much about steroids and how it makes people aggressive. But over time, I found out that I think that's what happened.
When he wooed you, it was unbelievably persistent, wasn't it? He met you in a club. Tell me how he wooed you.
I had a place called Sanctuary, and I gave everybody a shot of Goldschlager. It was for New Year's, and he thought I only gave it to him. So he came bounding over, wallet chains flying, and sat down next to me and licked my face, and then I licked my friend's face, and we all licked each other's faces around.
Wait a minute, slow down. What do you mean you're all licking each other's faces?
I don't know, he started it, so we just started licking each other's faces around the table.
This random guy you've never met before is licking your face.
Right, and then I wanted to leave, and then Tommy chased me to the car, and wanted my number, and my girlfriend's looking at me, no, do not give your number. And so I instantly went, of course I'm giving my number. And then I went to Mexico, and I was with my girlfriend.
So he finds you in Mexico?
Yep. And I alerted the hotel, if anyone with tattoos comes, do not let him near here. And I was already on day 3 of my photo shoot. I'm bored, let's call Tommy. What's the worst that could happen? He's in town.
That is the worst that could happen, I would think.
I know.
He's in Motley Crue. They're one of the wildest rock bands in the world. The baddest of the bad boys. You know what you're buying into.
I knew it was probably bad, but my girlfriend was saying no, 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 and so I was saying yes, yes, yes. Anyway, he came to see me, and I remember them walking down the hall, and he had 2 friends with him, and they were all wearing those white tank tops with the wallet chains and tattoos, and I didn't know which one was Tommy. I said, which one is he? And they said, oh, he's the one in the middle, and he's looking at me like, going like this, and I was like, okay. So then we go to a club, and he took the ring off his friend's finger and put it on mine and said, do you want to get married? I said, sure.
That night?
Yes.
This is the first time you've been out?
And we were married in 4 days.
You married him 96 hours after your first date?
Because it took us that long to find a priest.
Was this the wedding you'd always dreamed of?
No, and you know, I remember calling my mother after it happened and said, I'm married. She's like, to who? I said, Tommy. And she's like, who's Tommy? And she was so upset. You know, this is one thing she'll never forgive me for. But I invited her to all the other weddings.
That's good of you, Pamela.
Yes.
You and Tommy, it got very volatile, and we've discussed that, and you found out later it was probably driven by steroids, and it made him a lot more aggressive. What was the violence that actually happened there? Who hit who first?
I didn't hit him at all. I had holding Dylan, and he took Brandon and ran out the door with him, and I don't know. It was something I had to call 911, and then when he knew that I did that, then he smashed my head into the phone. It just got very ugly.
And here you have the father of your young son, who you're holding, kicking you, lashing out.
Yeah, I haven't thought about this in a long time, but yeah, it was bad.
You were very brutal in terms of reacting to what he did. This was like, no, I'm not having it. The police are coming, and you're going to get punished. And he was. He went to jail for 6 months.
Well, I mean, I did it because I really thought he was going to go further. I thought he was going to go further. I mean, I thought that he had no concept of who he was or what was going on, and I had 2 babies there, and I really thought he was going to, I don't know, he could have killed me. He could have killed me. I had no idea. I mean, I never felt like I had to call 911 in my life. But, you know, even Tommy says that solitary time, getting sober, and really learning a lot about himself and his limits and what was a good thing for him.